Call of Duty Zombies, a game mode that a lot of us grew up with. It's safe to say that the mode has suffered a few hiccups recently. Today I wanted to take a closer look at everything we know about the future of Call of Duty Zombies. Every inside piece of information, every leak, everything that we know and can speculate about where the mode will be heading in the future. Today's video we have a really cool sponsor called Ace Defender, a high quality SRPG that combines turn-based RPG battle with tower defense elements. The game has over 40 chapters and 48 heroes with deep hero background stories, and 2 new heroes are added to the game every 2 weeks. You can level up, combine heroes, and equip gear to create a powerful lineup. There's 2 main game modes. You got PvE, where you explore dungeons and regions, engage in trials, level up your heroes, and collect rare items. And there's a PvP, where you fight against other players within your server or across servers in different arenas. There's a new hero called Brenda the Demon Spear that has the ability to deal massive damage in both PvE and PvP battles, limiting her opponent's damage and recovering health on her own. The new feature Realm of Deities will be available soon in the game, where you can build your castle, develop technology, and train soldiers to conquer the city for endless treasures. On the Realm of Deities map, you can defeat all kinds of monsters and get rewards, fight together with your allies, or gain more power for your heroes through magical research. All new users who download the game using my link at the top of the description will get 10 Royal Recruit tickets after completing Chapter 2 Level 8. So make sure you click it and try Ace Defender for yourself today. Before this video begins, I needed to be clear that everything in this video is talking about Call of Duty Zombies within the next year or 2. It's very unlikely that we as consumers will see any of the effects of the Microsoft buyout until at least the end of 2023, meaning the next 2 releases of Call of Duty will likely not be any different than if Microsoft never bought them in the first place. Treyarch has been run extremely thin lately. First, they were working on their own game before they were tasked with working on Call of Duty 2020, which was kind of a last minute thing, and nobody at the team of Treyarch really saw that coming. And then pretty much immediately after, then they were asked to work on the Zombies mode for COD 2021, which of course is what we have with Vanguard Zombies. However, at the end of the day, there's literally no sign that Activision will ever stop producing yearly Call of Duties, which means that Treyarch, in all likelihood, will be making the Call of Duty for 2023. This has naturally led to a lot of speculation in the Call of Duty community. First, we had in 2019 another take on the original Modern Warfare, and then obviously in 2020 we had Black Ops Cold War, which one could argue that was a take on the original Black Ops. It was the same setting, had a lot of similar guns, and was clearly inspired at least by the original Black Ops. And if you don't already know, a lot of the leaks for this year's Call of Duty, COD 2022, has been around that it's a take on Modern Warfare 2. A reliable leaker named Tom Henderson, you've probably heard of him, has leaked a ton of stuff about this year's Call of Duty. So in all likelihood, unless something changes drastically within the team working at Infinity Ward, this year's Call of Duty will be Modern Warfare 2. As far as what the third game mode is for that game, we are still in the dark on that one, and there hasn't been really many leaks. Will it be Infinity Ward's take on another Zombies game, a sort of follow-up to Infinite Warfare Zombies, or maybe even a follow-up to Call of Duty Ghost Extinction mode? Personally, I think both of those are fairly unlikely, and I think the most likely scenario is that it's some sort of new third game mode. I'm just hoping it's not similar to Spec Ops in that sense. Like, I'd much rather have like a sort of crazy fight versus aliens or zombies or just something more interesting rather than going up against, you know, AI soldiers. That doesn't really appeal to me. If they do go the Zombies direction, this will be the first Zombies game mode that we've had that wasn't produced by Treyarch since 2017, back when Sledgehammer made World War II Zombies. And personally, I wasn't a big fan of World War II. I'm not usually a fan of the non-Treyarch zombies. The only real exception to it was Infinite Warfare, which of course was made by Infinity Ward. So it's why I have pretty high hopes for this year's third game mode. However, after all that's done, we still have to talk about Call of Duty 2023 and what's going on with the team at Treyarch. So there's another leaker within the Call of Duty community named Ralph. He has also been leaking a lot of the stuff about Modern Warfare 2. However, this is a much less reliable leaker. Like, I'm not saying that he's automatically a liar or anything like that. I'm just saying that he doesn't have the same sort of track record that Tom Henderson has. Anyways, he goes on to say in this tweet that Treyarch has since suffered a heavy loss of the original developers and creative staff due to burnout and several separate issues. The team seems to be going through an identity crisis internally. They aren't exactly experiencing development hell, rather role confusion. I mean, I don't think anything in that tweet necessarily comes off as surprising. Just considering how thin Treyarch has been run recently, it only makes sense that there's some sort of internal struggle happening. Like, if you think about it, there was a team that was working on their next Call of Duty, and then that entire team was pushed to working on Cold War, and then half of that team was cut to work on Sledgehammer's Vanguard Zombies. I honestly, there's no way for somebody on the outside looking in to keep track of which team is working where. It seems like a jumbled mess. So that nothing about this tweet comes off as something that's unrealistic or something that doesn't make sense. So what does this mean for Call of Duty 2023? Well, if we go back to a tweet by the Ghost of Hope, he tweeted out COD 2023 and then 2 pictures, of one of which is Black Ops 2 and then the other one is Black Ops 3. So does this mean that Call of Duty 2023 will be something like a Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3 hybrid? And I think this really holds up. Like, this honestly makes sense. Not only is it easier for a divided development team to kind of rely on their older, more classic maps, it's a lot, what I'm trying to say is it's a lot easier to remaster maps than it is to design entirely new ones. So I think that at least from a multiplayer perspective, I would not be surprised if for the next few years of Call of Duty, like half the maps are just remakes of old ones. Not only are they going to hit that nostalgia factor and make people that haven't played Call of Duty for years and bring them back, it'll also, for the people that only have started playing Call of Duty recently, like as of Modern Warfare 2019 and beyond, they haven't even played these older maps to begin with. So it only makes sense from a development standpoint that they would want to bring these more classic maps that everybody has just the fondest memories of. Like, it only makes sense. Which leaves the zombies community wondering what is going on, of course. But there's always that tweet from Tom Henderson that literally came out February of 2021, almost a year ago at this point, that said there is a separate Call of Duty Zombies project in early development that is currently not connected to any title. Could this be a release with Call of Duty 2023, or has this project been completely scrapped because, you know, of everything that's happened since this tweet came out? Again, we don't necessarily know the timeline of when exactly the team at Treyarch was asked to work on Vanguard Zombies. It would make sense if it was actually before February of 2021. So I don't see that as being a hindrance in actually making this zombies only game. So of course this got me thinking, will this actually be something that is released alongside Call of Duty 2023? Let's say they release whatever the game is called. I would imagine it would be called something new. It definitely wouldn't be a Cold War 2 for sure. And rather than releasing zombies with that game, maybe they do what, if you remember what they did with the Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered, kind of bundle them together in like $100 package where you get the Call of Duty 2023 and you get the Call of Duty Zombies, the game, or whatever it's called. Maybe I'm looking at this a little bit too optimistically considering everything that Treyarch is dealing with right now, as far as, you know, the whole Activision thing, as far as the fact that they literally seem to have to work on every single Call of Duty ever. But I just think from a business standpoint that this honestly would make sense, because one of the main problems with making a zombies only title is that it will take away from the monetization of the regular game. A lot of people in the zombies community only buy Call of Duty for zombies, so they would miss out on those sales if, you know, they made a game that was only zombies and separated it from the multiplayer and campaign. But if they sort of lump them together, and honestly I could see Activision doing this, making it so that the only way to get this zombies only game is to buy the full package with the full game of Call of Duty 2023, and then maybe later on, like 6 to 8 months later, then make it go on sale separately. Can't you just see Activision doing something like that? That for me, that 100% makes sense. And then when this releases in 2023, they could have two completely separate microtransaction monetization systems. Maybe they have a shared battle pass that kind of link together, but as far as everything else, they're pretty much separate. You could further monetize the Zombies game by having, you know, a ton of in-game skins, camos, calling cards, and people would buy that. Like, a lot of people that are just diehard Zombies fans would just eat that up, like 100%. Because I think a lot of people have a very similar mindset to the one that I have, is that I will be glad to spend my money on microtransactions if I actually enjoy the game. If I'm logging on to play a game every single day, I'm 100% down to buy all the different things that that game has to offer, because one, I like the cosmetics, and two, supporting the developers when they actually release something that's worth playing is something that I want to do. You know what I mean? Do you think we'll ever get a Call of Duty Zombies standalone, or is this all just hearsay? Let me know down in the comments.